not sure who created this tag. I could not find it on the internet, but I will see if I do find it. I will link it in the description below. Question number 1. If you could invite one author and their fictional character to lunch, who would you invite and what would you serve them? I would probably invite J.K. Rowling and Ginny Weasley, only because I love Ginny so very much, or Hermione, because we can talk about books. And I would serve them something that involved their world so that they would be comfortable eating the food, as well as J.K. Rowling herself could eat what food there was served, what food was served at Hogwarts. So like pumpkin juice and other varieties of things that were served at Hogwarts for meals and the Great Hall. Or to number 2, what book do you wish the author would write a prequel for? This is not very hard, but I would choose The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins because I would like to know what happened in the world and what caused Snow to become president, as well as how the Hunger Games were formed and the war before that. So maybe just like an entire prequel series. I would also like a prequel for the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling, and I would like a prequel like for the Marauders because you hear some things about them and you learn a lot, especially within the last book, but you don't know a lot about how they became friends, what made Peter do the things that he did, how they became animagus, and a variety of other things. I wish that there was more information on them within the series, and I think it would be amazing for J.K. Rowling to write a series about the Marauders in the Wizarding world because I love it so very much, and I love the Marauders, and I think it would be amazing if they had a greater background knowledge. But you should probably only read it if you have read the series. So it's like a prequel, but it's like after the series, you know? Like the kill order. Question number 3. Which 2 characters, not from the same book, do you think would make a good couple together? I think Lena from the Delirium trilogy by Lauren Oliver would go nicely with Gale Hawthorne from The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins because they seem to they're both extremely rebellious. I've only read the first book, so don't shame me on anything if I get anything wrong. But they're both extremely rebellious and stuff like that. And I think that they would just make a great couple overall. You know, just I don't know why. They just they seem like they would go nicely together. We're going with that. Question number 4. If you ran into your favorite author on the subway and could only say one sentence to them, who would it be and what would you say? Okay. I don't really have a favorite author. I have auto-buy authors, so it's I would buy anything this author puts out, and that's mainly Rick Riordan. So I would probably ask him if Trials of Apollo will have wrapping ups to The Blood of Olympus, which is a book in the previous series that he did called The Heroes of Olympus. Or I would ask what happened to those characters at the end of Blood of Olympus, because there was a great cliffhanger, and you can't have a cliffhanger when it's the last book in a series. No. Question number 5. What book made you a reader, and why? So I read Junie B. Jones in 1st grade, and I read Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen mystery books in 2nd and 3rd grade, and in 5th grade I read Babysitter's Club mystery books. But when my teacher ran out of Babysitter's Club mystery books that I had read and other Babysitter's Club books that I was curious reading, The Hunger Games was around, and it was spreading like wildfire. All of my friends had read it and they were obsessed with Team Peta and Team Gale. And I wanted to know what the hype was all about, so I read it, and then I finished the series up the next year in 6th grade. How I waited that long, I have no idea. But that series some of my friends convinced me to read the Divergent series, and then when I finished the Divergent series, I read The Fault in Our Stars and the Harry Potter series. That was a busy year for reading for me. Yeah. So this book basically brought me into the culture and, not the culture, but it brought me into the idea and the love of reading, and it made me read more books because my friends were great like that. Number 6. Incendio! Your bookshelf is just caught on fire and you can bring one book. What book would it be? I love all of the books on my bookshelf, but the idea that I have in mind in all of these can be replaced. However, anniversary editions cannot. So for this I have chosen Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone because it's an anniversary edition of a book. And these are hard to find because they only come out every 10 years or 15 years or however long the book has been around. This is the anniversary edition for Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I'm not sure which anniversary it is, but it's probably like 10. Anyway, so the cover is completely different from the originals. And oh my goodness, it was $30. The cover is just gorgeous. But the point is, all of the other books are common. You can find these wherever you can buy books. And you cannot get that book after the anniversary is over. Number 7. Which dystopian world would you like to live in and why? I would choose The Hunger Games because it's my favorite series, one of them. But I would die. And I would choose Divergent because I really enjoyed that, but I'm Divergent and I would die. So, I am going to go with the Red Queen series by Victoria Aveyard. There will be 4 books coming out eventually. There's only 2 right now, and a novella. Anyways, so within this book, there is a society that's divided by red bloods and silver blood. Silver blood have special powers. Red blood are treated like peasants. I think I might actually be able to survive in this world, especially if I hit silver blood. You know, just kind of like bless up, please. Can I have silver blood plus? However, like, until Mare is brought into this and is made somebody who might just kill you guys or something like that, but I might actually end up surviving in this series, or in this world, before the war, you know. Last question, number 8. What is your most epic read of all time? For this one, I think I am going to choose the book that I'm currently reading, which is called Lady Midnight, that it's not in here with me. I think it's over on my desk. But it's called Lady Midnight and it's by Cassandra Clare because this is giving me so many feels. And I love the cast of characters. I love what's going on in the book, and I'm only 150 pages in. I love the cast of characters because they were in the last book called City of Heavenly Fire in the Mortal Instruments series. I love the author. I love her style of writing. I love just about everything about this book. And I'm only 150 pages in, so I might end up changing my answer after I finish it. But currently, I'm saying that this just might be my favorite book until I read another book, because then it'll be my favorite. Other than that, it might be the Harry Potter series. Just because I didn't like the last book in the Hunger Games series, I feel like it should have been spread out over 2 books, because trilogies are so rated. But within Mockingjay, I feel like the war moved way too fast. It was just like, psh, 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 everything happened too fast, and I feel like it should have been over the course of 2 books because everything was crammed in together, and I just never liked the plot of it because it just, like, everything seemed to just go way, way, way too fast. But, shut up! I am trying to film a video. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the Epic Reads book tag created by somebody. All of my links are down below. My Instagram is at Little White Bookshelf, my Goodreads is at Little White Bookshelf, and my website is littlewhitebookshelfblog.weebly.com. I'll link my last video down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video if you enjoyed it. I will see you guys later, next week, probably, hopefully. Goodbye! Question number 4.